Hello dear teachers, are you doing fine? Now, this is a new source of videos. Follow these videos to improve your teaching skills. As we have been identifying some issues with your teaching methods, so we have decided to come up with some videos which could help you improving your teaching methods. The way you guys are teaching the students, in some cases we find those are not very effective. As a result, your students are not learning. Now, if your students are not learning, this is having too much impacts. How? There are so many negative impacts of this. First, you are failing to prove that you can teach. So that's a negative on your profile. Another thing, your students are not learning. Now you are getting paid. That means the salaries you are getting each month, which for teaching these students you have. Now if you fail to teach those students, that means the students are not learning. You think, why would someone give you the salary, right? So in order to make sure that you are doing good with your teaching methods, I am going to create a series of videos. You watch these videos, you take the message, you practice it in your classes. Did you get me? I'm giving you most of the idea in the class videos. So if you watch those class videos, you already know how you should deliver it. But still, I think there are some lackings. You might have some issues in following all of my videos completely. Now, if you cannot follow those things perfectly, there are some issues which we must fix. What do you think? Yes. Now, remember, you are a teacher. What are you? You are a teacher. And your task is to teach. That means the way you tell something to your student, they will receive it that way. Now, if you fail to create attraction, your student will never get attracted to the contents or to the things that you are teaching them. So, the main thing is understanding. So today we will talk about understanding. What is understanding? Understanding means realizing the actual objective of something. Or in other words, you can say understanding means get a complete idea about what is going on. Now, understanding is a word and it has got different context in different situations. Now, when you say understanding in case of teaching, it is the thing, did you as a teacher have a complete idea about the context or the things that you are teaching? And in case of your students, understanding means what your or what their teachers are saying to them, have they got it? See, in terms of students, the meaning of understanding And in terms of you as a teacher, the meaning of understanding is different. Now, as a teacher, your responsibility is to create a bridge between your understanding and your students' understanding. If you cannot balance it, for example, if it gets like this, your understanding is very high and your student understanding are so low, then it would be like this. Can you create a breeze from here to there? No, you need to create a ladder to climb up here, right? So it is not possible. So whatever you are teaching, the students are not getting. Or it could be the other way around, like this. Your student understands something completely else and you are trying to give them something else. This is your students. See, again the same things happen. But the right way is create a balance. You are here, your students are here. That means you are in a parallel position. Once you have the parallel position, only then there will be a learning or transfer of learning. Now, let me help you understand this whole thing clearly. The main objective of this session is to make sure that you do this. Before you go for a lesson, you read that lesson. You make a complete understanding of the thing. Then you deliver it. Now, the way you are delivering, that has got some significance. We will talk about the delivering skills later. The very first thing today, you must understand the importance of understanding. For example, in the grade 2 science book, chapter 2, it is talking about the states of matter, right? Now, before you talk to your students about the states of matter, you must realize what is the state of matter, what is the topic, or what are these things that I am teaching to my students. This is quite significant, guys. Now, if you just read this book and read or relay it back to your student will not learn. They will just do the same that you are doing. But if you understood what are the states of matter, then you can explain it in many different ways in the class. So if you can say something in 4, 5, 6 ways or in 6 different styles, there is no way that your student will not understand you. Look at this book. This is the chapter 2, States of Matter, about which I was talking. See, here it is given, and the lessons video that I have given about these things, you can watch them, right? So, as I told you, you read these things first. You understand it. You make your own version of what you understood. For example, like the state of matter, I understand the state of matter is the position or the condition of a particular thing. That is the state of matter to me. And it changes when we give heat or when there are changes in the temperature, the states changes. That's how I understand the states of matter. Now, I could tell these things in different ways. For example, there are 3 different states of matter: solid, liquid, gas. Now I could say this thing in different way because I understand what it is. Solid, gas and liquid are the three different way that a matter can stay in the world. Also, I could say the same thing in another way. Whatever we see around us, it can stay in three different forms. Some of them are liquids, some of them are gas, and some of them are solid. So if you do not understand it, you just read the book or whatever context you have in the book, then you will not be able to teach your students in a better way. So what I'm saying, your first and foremost task is to understand what you are going to deliver. So when you're making your weekly plan and you already know what you are going to teach in the next week, you read those chapters. You read those chapters on your own, you watch the videos that I give, then you again do it. I told you, watch those videos at least for 3-4 times. So watch those videos, read the book, understand what we are talking, or what I want you to talk about in the classroom. Get the main idea, then you create a teaching plan. If you don't create your teaching plan, what you're going to teach in the class, then you just have to read the book. You don't have anything else to do in the classroom. And this is why your students are not learning. If you want that your students are learning, you must follow these things. Otherwise, well guys, if you cannot make up the standards, you will be replaced. You will lose your job. Do you want to do that? I don't think so, right? So give time. If you don't try, you cannot improve yourself. Now, these are the ways. So understand first. This is very important. Now, the next thing is how you will make your students understand you. Right? So, in this case, you need to use another approach. In the videos of lessons, I am giving you how you should deliver the lesson, right? So you understand it and you make versions. For example, if I say in the video or lessons video, well guys, there are 3 states of matter. One is solid, one is gas, and one is liquid. And the solids are me, the tree, the bricks, whatever you can see have a structure near us, they are solids. Now I told you in this way, for example, in the video. So you understood. What did you understood from it? Well, then you would understood it like this way. আচ্ছা, solid হচ্ছে গিয়ে কঠিন বস্তু যেটা আমার চারপাশে আছে এবং আমি এটাকে টাচ করতে পারি. Now that's my Bengali version, right? So you create your own versions in your own language. Did you get it? You made it, right? Then you think how I can deliver it to the students. Well guys, look at this brick. We can touch it, right? It doesn't break, it has a shape. So this is a solid. Or in other way you could say, guys, whatever you can see or touch around you and it doesn't flow, it has got a solid structure, it can be broken, we can break it, or perhaps we can keep it in our pocket, those are solids. Well, you could tell it another way. Guys, look at your book. Can you touch it? Yes, I can touch it. The student will give you the answer, right? Well, can you change the shapes? Yes, I can change the shapes. I can turn the papers. These are solids. So you either show them practically or the way you have understood, you make versions. Make at least 3 versions of your understanding and then talk about all of these versions in the classroom. If you just talk about only one version, the student might fail to understand you. So you keep them in different views. The same thing but different perspective. They will get you then. I hope you have understood it. If you did not, then you communicate with me. You call me. Okay? Your supervisor Tahir has got my number, so you directly contact me. Tell me about your issues. We will focus on these things more. So remember, understand and then make understand. First you understand what you are going to teach, then make versions of your understanding, then you make your students understand it. So what are the 3 stages of understanding? Look, read the book, watch the videos of lessons, make your understanding. Once you understand, make versions of your understandings, then deliver all the versions in the classroom. This is how your students will understand better. This is how you deliver a better class, better context. In the next class, I am going to give you a complete example of all this process, like how you do read, how you watch the video, and then how you make your understanding, then how you make versions of your understanding, then how you deliver it in the classroom. The next video on teaching skills will focus on that thing. But first, you listen to what I say here in this video, then you try. If you don't understand it, wait for the next video. And their supervisors, your task is to help the teachers understand this video well. If you got any questions, come to me. Alright guys, that's all for today. See you in the next class.